Welcome back to your weekly roundup of everything that happened in Zenless Zone 0, where we will cover everything that you missed both inside and outside of the game. Starting off with something that I'm sure everyone will enjoy, and that is another double drop event, specifically for routine cleanup. The disk drive farming stages, which means twice as many HP% main stat disks. Yippee! Each day from the 21st to the 26th, you will be able to receive double rewards for 2 stages per day. Now these cannot stack up to give you like 10 stages on the final day, so make sure that you log in every day to make use of these double drop rates. This is of course great for those of you still trying to get that perfect set of disks, which I would presume is pretty much everyone, right? After all, disk RNG is the real endgame gacha after all. By the way, this is me putting a curse on you. Like the video, or else you will be cursed with defense % discs. Ooh. Next up though, we have a returning event, and that is the Vicious Dogs Within. This is the arcade mode event that is held over at Godfinger and requires you to play the Soul Hounds minigame to earn tokens, which you can then redeem for various rewards such as polychromes and upgrade materials. Now, even though this is a returning event, if you did participate in the first one, do not worry, you should still be able to receive rewards again for this rerun. The Vicious Dogs Within event will run from the 25th of October to the 1st of November. And after that is another event that we have all seen before. Wow, I can't believe it. The devs have run out of content, so now they're just doing reruns. The game's dead, it's dying. I'm of course just kidding. But the event being brought back is one that features the lovable helper Shal in the 1-for-1 Friendship Fair event. Once again, Shal will set up a small little store that we can visit each day, starting from the 27th of October until the 4th of November, where each day we can deliver some basic materials in order to obtain some nice rewards, such as polychromes and other upgrade materials. Speaking of little shop vendors, this episode of Zenless Zone 0 News is proudly sponsored by Codashop, the official mobile payments provider for all MiHoYo games, including of course Zenless Zone 0. If all of the Burnice hype has gotten you tempted to pull for her, or you're just looking to prep yourself for any other future characters, Codashop is a very easy and trusted method for topping up. The link to the website is in the description down below, and I would greatly appreciate it if you give Codashop a look. Thank you once again to Codashop for sponsoring this episode. Now, let's get back to the social media side of things. And as you would expect, with Burnice's release, with Burnice's release in full swing, we have a lot of new things to go over. Firstly, there are 2 events that are actually ending within 12 hours of this video being uploaded. So if you want to participate, you gotta act fast. The first is a web event called Burnice's Fuel Station that you can log into either with your in-game user ID or with your Hoyoverse account. Participating in this web event could earn you some nice rewards. Aside from in-game materials and polychromes, there are also character stands, an Anby figure, a PlayStation 5, and an Alienware gaming laptop. The other immediate event that is ending soon is the Burnice character teaser repost event. I'm sure many of you have either seen or heard Burnice's character teaser trailer where she's dancing around with everybody joining in. It's the reason why the song Burnice, 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 Burnice is now ingrained in my head, and I flip-flop between pronouncing her name both ways. But if you follow the official Twitter account and repost the trailer, you stand a chance to win a Bamboo pillow. As always, by the way, all of these links will be in the description down below. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, that isn't the only Burnice video we get to repost, as a special Burnice EP music video was also posted on Twitter. It features the same song used in her trailer, but it has a nice little music video tied to it. And for this, the same applies. Follow the official Twitter account and repost the video to stand a chance to win a Bamboo phone holder. Oh, and by the way, although the video in that tweet is only 2 minutes and 18 seconds long, if for some reason you really like the song and you wish you could just listen to it on loop, the official ZZZ YouTube channel uploaded this music video as a 1-hour loop. So if you want to, you can watch it there. And then you can also sing along every time it goes Burnice, 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 Burnice. Next up though, if you're interested in seeing some really cool Zenless Zone 0 inspired stuff, the Drip Fest winners from when the game initially launched have finally been revealed. This features some amazing videos, illustrations, graffiti, music, and cosplay made by members from the ZZZ community. You can see the full list of winners in the link down below, and honestly, I would highly recommend it. Especially go and check out the illustrations, as there are some really nice ones there. Each and every one of them are wallpaper worthy in my opinion. Now though, time for everyone's favorite, the speculation zone. Now I did joke about this earlier, but as you could probably tell, we are going to be slowly winding down to the end of the current patch cycle, with simple reruns and double drop events happening to keep us going until then. That is of course because we are approaching patch 1.3, which will start right after Burnice's banner ends on the 5th or the 6th of November, depending on where you are, which isn't that far away. It's about 2 weeks, which means that we are very likely going to be receiving news within the next few days of a patch 1.3 live stream that will probably be happening on either the 26th or the 25th, so Saturday or Friday of this week. In this live stream, we can expect to see the new content that we can see in 1.3, including new story, new areas, and of course, information on both Yanagi and Lighter's kits. So, for those of you who have been unsure if you want Burnice or Yanagi, since, they both fill the same anomaly role, keep an eye out for that. Of course, as always though, I will have a recap video of all of the things shown off in that live stream shortly after it ends, so feel free to subscribe to be notified for when that does go up. And then of course, beyond 1.3, if past experience is anything to go by, the week after that, which is just before 1.3 goes live, will be when the 1.4 drip marketing will begin. So far in the past, it always happened right before a new patch, so that's probably when we will see Harumasa and Miyabi teasers. Now, speaking of Harumasa and Miyabi, myself, Average Luck Gamer, and Kete the 7th actually touched on this over on our podcast, Losing the 50, you should go check it out, but we have not really been getting many new A-rank characters. Aside of course from Seth, and we probably won't be getting one in patch 1.3 since Lighter and Yanagi have been the only two characters shown off so far, so there is a very real possibility that maybe we could expect an A-rank character in patch 1.4. Now you might be thinking, who though? Who would it be? We already have Harumasa and Miyabi. Well, maybe one of them will be an A-rank. Which one? I don't know. I don't dare make the suggestion because I'm sure there are some fans that would be very disappointed to see their favorite character be an A-rank as opposed to an S-rank. However, again, if we go based on past experiences with MiHoYo games, in both Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, patch 1.4 was the first patch that introduced a banner rerun. So that was Venti for Genshin Impact and Seal for Star Rail. So if the pattern is consistent, that means that maybe we could get an Ellen Joe rerun in the first half of patch 1.4. But then of course this would beg the question, if Miyabi is going to be a limited S-rank ice type attacker, would they really want a banner for both her and Ellen in the same patch if they're going to be competing for the same type of role? So maybe they might make some changes here or there. Or maybe they just don't do the Ellen rerun that we're thinking of here. Of course, this is, as I said, all just speculation. I'm not saying any of this will happen, but similar things have been done in the past. And besides, this is all more than a month away, so we probably shouldn't be worrying too much about stuff like that just yet. But it is something to keep in the back of your mind though. Otherwise, that is going to be it for this week's news roundup of Zenless Zone Zero. As always, if you found this useful, liking, commenting, and subscribing is greatly appreciated. So until next time, bye-bye. Oh, and by the way, as I mentioned earlier, I do have a podcast with both Average Luck Gamer and Kete the 7th called Losing the 50, where we discuss all sorts of things within Zenless Zone Zero. So whether that's what we think about characters, what we think about difficulty, or what we think about future content and stuff like that. So if you'd like to hear us ramble about stuff like that, we would all greatly appreciate it if you give the channel a look as well.